All right, settle in close because this one sticks with you. It's about a ride, a passenger, and a vanishing act that still has folks scratching their heads and locking their doors at night. It happened just outside of Salem, Oregon. Now Salem's got its share of creepy tales, witch trials, and all that, but this story feels different. It's modern, unsettling, and leaves you wondering just how thin the veil is between our world and something else. Our main guy is Jake. Jake was a rideshare driver just trying to make ends meet. Late one October night, the kind where the wind howls like a banshee and the rain feels like icy fingers, Jake gets a ping, a pickup out near the old Blackwood Cemetery. Now most drivers avoid that area like the plague, especially after dark. Superstition, you know? But Jake, he needed the money. He pulls up to the cemetery gates, the wrought iron twisted into these menacing skeletal shapes. The only light came from his headlights, cutting through the fog like a knife. He double-checks the app, yep, Blackwood Cemetery, and then a figure emerges from the shadows, an old woman. She was hunched over, clutching a shawl tight around her. Her face was hidden in shadow, but Jake could see she was frail, her movements slow and deliberate. He leans over, rolls down the window. "Evening, ma'am. You heading into town?" Her voice was raspy, like dry leaves skittering across pavement. "Yes, dear, just to the town square." Jake pops the trunk, helps her with a small, worn leather suitcase. It felt surprisingly heavy. She settles into the back seat, and Jake puts the car in gear, a shiver crawling up his spine despite himself. The silence in the car was thick, heavy. Jake tries to make small talk, you know, the usual. "Rough weather tonight, huh?" No response. He glances in the rearview mirror. The old woman is just sitting there, staring straight ahead, her face still hidden in shadow. He figures she's just tired, leaves it at that. They drive in silence for what feels like an eternity. The rain picks up, battering the windshield. The wind howls, rattling the car. Jake keeps checking the rearview mirror, but the woman remains still, silent, a statue in the back seat. Then they pass the old Miller farm. Abandoned for years, the farmhouse is nothing but a skeletal silhouette against the stormy sky. Locals say the place is cursed, that the Miller family met a gruesome end there. As they pass it, Jake glances in the rearview mirror again, and that's when he sees it. Or rather, doesn't see it. The back seat is empty, just gone, vanished. The old woman, the suitcase, everything. Jake slams on the brakes, tires screeching on the wet asphalt. He whips around, heart hammering in his chest. The back seat is empty. He fumbles for his phone, the screen slick with sweat. He shines the light around the car, under the seats, in the trunk. Nothing. He gets out of the car, the rain instantly soaking him to the bone. He circles the vehicle, frantically searching for any sign of her, footprints in the mud, a dropped glove, anything. Nothing, just the howling wind, the relentless rain, and the oppressive darkness of the surrounding fields. Jake, understandably, loses it. He jumps back in the car, floors it all the way into town. He calls the police, tells them the whole story. They humor him, drive out to the area, search the car, search the road. They find nothing, no sign of the old woman, no suitcase, no evidence that she was ever there at all. They chalk it up to a stressed-out driver, a vivid imagination fueled by the creepy surroundings. But Jake knows what he saw, or rather, what he didn't see anymore. He quit driving that night, sold his car. He couldn't shake the feeling that something unnatural had happened. Now here's where it gets even weirder. A few weeks later, a local historian researching the Blackwood Cemetery stumbles across an old newspaper article from the 1930s. It's about a woman, matching the description Jake gave, who died in a fire at the Miller farm. She was on her way into town, the article said, carrying a worn leather suitcase. The fire. It happened on a night with a howling wind and relentless rain. Some say she's still out there, wandering the roads near Blackwood Cemetery, forever trying to reach the town square. Others say she's a warning, a sign that some roads are best left untraveled. So what do you think happened to the passenger who disappeared from the back seat? Was it a ghost, a trick of the light, or something even more sinister? Whatever it was, it's a reminder that sometimes the scariest stories are the ones that leave you with more questions than answers. And that some mysteries are best left unsolved, some roads are best left untraveled. That's what I always say. And remember, the silence was heavy.